Hi, welcome to the very first Antelope Collision podcast. I'm Will.
And I'm Dan.
And Dan, I thought today, how long have we known each other, Dan?
About a year?
Yeah, just over a year, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So I thought today, let's pretend this is the first time that we've met each other.
Okay.
And let's ask some questions and get to know each other. Almost like a first date.
Ooh, how romantic. Okay, let's kick it off. Where are you from, Will?
I'm from Watford. Do you know Watford?
Well, actually I do. It's pretty close to where I'm from, but tell me more.
Yeah, it's very near London in England. A very small town, quite boring. There's not a lot to do. It's not very pretty. There's a lot of strange people who live in Watford.
Oh yeah.
Me included.
The strangest, right?
Yeah. When I lived in Watford, the main thing I did was go to football every week, and it was quite close to London, so it only takes 20 minutes on the train to go to London. So I used to go to London a lot when I was living there.
Fair enough, yeah. I mean, Watford have got quite a good team. You know, they are a Premier League team, so they do play, you know, teams like Manchester United and Chelsea, Tottenham. But I think we both agree that they're not as good.
They're quite a good football team, or soccer if you're listening from America. But it was very disappointing watching them because they often lost. Very rarely did they win. But how about your hometown? Tell me about your hometown.
Okay. I'm from a very small village called Clifton. Clifton is in a very small county called Bedfordshire. And that's about it. It's very rural, so there are lots of fields, and it's in the countryside.
Many farms? Yeah?
Yes, there's a lot of farms. Actually, in my parents' house, we've actually got chickens.
No way.
Yeah, we have about 8 pet chickens.
Yeah.
So,
what other animals are in Clifton?
Well, you see lots of people riding horses in the street.
Yeah. I don't like horses.
No, me too. They always mess up the road. And you see, I don't know, I think if I walked about 10 minutes, I can kind of, go to a field where there's cows in it and sheep. So it's definitely not a city. How many people live there? About 3,000 people only?
Wow, that is small.
Yeah.
More cows than people.
Possibly, yeah. So, what do you do, Will?
I'm an English teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love teaching English. It's something I enjoy very much. I used to be a chef. I worked as a chef, but I was terrible. I was the worst chef in the world.
Oof.
But I think I'm a better English teacher than I am chef. So I'm happy about that. I've been teaching English for about just over a year now.
Nice. I mean, I've never tasted Will's cooking, but he's a pretty good teacher. I'm pretty sure.
I'll cook for you sometime. I can't cook Japanese food.
No, nor can I.
So where do you live in Japan?
I live in a place called Ikebukuro. It's a part of northern Tokyo, and kind of in Tokyo there's kind of lots of cities in the big area of Tokyo, and Ikebukuro is one of these kind of big cities.
There's a big train station.
Yeah, it's really big. Yeah. Many people get lost in Ikebukuro's train station. Have you ever been lost in Ikebukuro's train station?
Yeah, well, I live in Ikebukuro now, and the first time I went to the station, I had no idea where I was going. It was very scary. It was a very scary experience.
Yeah,
the first time I went to Ikebukuro.
Yeah, but Ikebukuro is quite a convenient place because like we just said, it's got a very big train station, and it's got lots of electronic stores. It's got a lot of places to drink and eat.
I love the cat cafes.
Oh yeah,
in Ikebukuro.
Yeah. There's a special one, isn't there? Do you know it?
Nekobukuro?
That's it, Nekobukuro.
I haven't been, but I've been to a couple of cat cafes and a rabbit cafe. Ooh. And whenever I feel sad, like when I have a bad day, I know I can go to the cat cafe and everything is all right with these cute little cats.
Nice.
Walking around.
Nice. So anyway, Will, tell me about your family.
I have a small family. I'm very close to my mum. She's crazy. She has 5 cats.
Wow.
And she speaks to the cats.
Wow.
She speaks to her cats more than she speaks to me. I think now I live in Tokyo. The cats are her family. Buys them the best food, lots of toys. She loves her cats. And my dad, his passion is trains.
Trains?
Yeah.
You should come to Tokyo. There's a lot of trains in Tokyo.
Yeah, he loves trains. So, Mum loves cats, Dad loves trains.
There you go.
How about your family?
I've got a very big family. I've got 2 younger brothers, 1 younger sister, and a mother and a father. But I've also got a lot of uncles and aunties and cousins. I've actually got 12 cousins, if you believe that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, very, very big family.
Do you remember their names?
Some of them, it's really bad, but when you have about 12 names to remember and you see them once a year, and of course they live in the UK, whereas I live in Japan. So I only see them maybe once a year, but yeah, a very big family, a very, very big family. So Will, what are you into?
I love music. I used to play music in a band.
Oh, nice.
I used to play guitar. But now I just listen to music. I like a lot of indie music, electronic music, dance music.
Yeah, good choice, me too.
Yeah, that, and I'm really into cricket at the moment.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, cricket, quite a famous English sport. It's kind of like baseball, and one game takes 5 days to play. Sometimes you can play for 5 days and there's still no winner, no loser, no result.
Well, this is probably because in England it rains all the time.
Yeah, you can't play cricket when it rains. Well, how about you? What are you into, Dan?
I'm very into travelling, so I quite like hiking. So at the moment, I'm always trying to look for a new mountain to climb. So I've climbed about 5 or 6 mountains in Tokyo now.
Really?
Only in Japan, but in other countries, I like to visit other Asian countries like Thailand and Taiwan, and kind of using my time in Japan to visit lots of nature, lots of cultural things like temples, lovely places like Kyoto, where there's many shrines and temples, and but also visiting, like I said, visiting foreign countries around Japan, like South Korea, Taiwan, Thailand. Yeah. Do you like traveling, Will?
I love traveling. The famous phrase, travel broadens the mind.
Yep.
So what's your favourite country that you've been to?
It's going to sound bad and boring, but it's actually Japan. I think because I can speak a little bit of Japanese, living in Japan is quite easy for me. I love the food. The people are very, very kind. And generally, it's just a very easy country to get around. Tokyo has lots and lots of English, and there's English announcements on the train.
Yeah.
Lots of people think Tokyo is very hard to live in, but...
And expensive.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's not expensive at all. And I think the people are very nice.
Yeah.
They may be a little bit scared of foreign people, but very polite. They always try to help tourists, which is nice. Yeah. So that was the very first Antelope Collision podcast. We've told you about ourselves. So now, can you tell us about yourself? Please leave a comment below, and thanks for listening. See you next time.
See you next time.